now on our screen. And go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Good Boys, 3B Radio's cyberpunk offering, where we follow a group of high-speed, low-drag operators doing missions around the human sphere in Infinity's RPG, created by Modiphius, based on the excellent wargame by Corvus Belli and their universe. Last we left the party, they were in not a bad position at all, actually. The pretty defensible position inside the kitchen of a tiki bar in a station that has been taken over by a group that led by a man calling himself Guignon, that has forced several groups to protect their VIPs against attack for a price of an EI comlog, which has not only codes to several EI communication channels, but also an EI hacking device, which is something that is very coveted among the human sphere. Let's go ahead and introduce our players, starting with Skull over here.
All right, I am playing Antonio Salazar. Antonio is a man who rose from humble origins to a respected position in the glorious military arm of the faith. Antonio is a man of consummate faith and professionalism. As a Knight of Santiago, he is an expert in the arts of space combat and swordsmanship. He finds himself seconded to the O12 and leading this merry band of misfits to his absolute displeasure. But perhaps through fate, he may yet persevere.
Rude. All right. Rude. Next up we have Megan.
Hi, I am Megan, and I play Laddie, who is a dog. He is actually an alien dog called an antipode from Ariadna, which is basically New Earth. He's about the size of a gorilla, and he is a ginger. He's from the Scottish part of Ariadna. He has a Scottish-ish accent, except he doesn't talk that much because he's got dog vocal cords, so it's extra complicated. He broke away from his tribe and joined the military for reasons that are yet disclosed to you. And that's where he met his partner, Johnny, who is a dorky American devil dog. And antipodes think better in trinaries.
You cut me deep.
Which are like pods. But they can buddy up to dog faces like Johnny. So they think really well together. Or at least Laddie thinks better with Johnny. I don't know how Johnny thinks by himself. Johnny's technically his handler, but Laddie doesn't really subscribe to that vocabulary, so you should probably not either.
Fantastic. And on that note, we'll have Rurik playing as Johnny.
Hey guys, I'm Rurik. I'm playing Johnny Madison. He's a former devil dog from Ariadna. The devil dogs are the descendants, I guess, the spiritual descendants of the Marines. And on Ariadna, they are also essentially werewolves. They are made up of people whose mothers were bitten by antipodes while they were still pregnant, and now they have the ability to transform into a 9-foot-tall war form that allows them to do what needs to get done. Because of this, I share a psychic bond with Laddie, and we're essentially a canine unit, except we can talk to each other and we're both dogs. Johnny went to military school and did everything he was supposed to do. He was essentially the Ariadnan version of a Boy Scout, except for the fact that he was a dog face. And when he found out that there was going to be too many hurdles for him to really get anywhere, he was happy to be seconded to O12, and that's how he ended up with the squad here. And brought Laddie along with him because, we all get to see the galaxy.
All right, fantastic. And now, last but definitely not least, we have our cephalopod superstar hacker, Z, played by Kat.
Hey guys, I'm Kat. My character is Z. She is a biomorph octopus that was... she still has her octopus features. She still has her mantle and 4 perfectly working tentacles. She stands about 2.5 feet tall. And she was previously kept to the confines of her creator's home on the nomad ship Buckonen. And she really just, now that she's out on her own, she really wants to gain experience. And she's become this awesome group's hacker. And she might be shy, but she's pretty good at what she does. So always looking forward to the adventure.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty much our group. And without further ado, let's jump right in. And
I have a little bit of ado.
Oh.
But just a little bit, right? So based on some things that happened in our Monday night podcast, Land of Ice and Snow, some suggestions from viewers and whatnot, we have created a way for viewers using channel points to buy either heat or momentum for the party. Now, heat allows the DM to mess with our lives. Momentum allows us to kind of roll extra dice and save ourselves when things go bad. For 1,000 channel points, you can purchase 1 heat or 1 momentum. You can find that in your channel points menu on Twitch. I'm done a-doing.
Well, that's fantastic. Please buy me some heat. I will be ruthless, I promise.
You will too. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If the viewers start giving us momentum, they'll be doing better than Johnny and Antonio are as far as getting us momentum. Right now, it's been mostly Z.
Look, I am good
That's why I
at
said
generating
superstar.
momentum while I kill things. Or like flash my credit card. That is Pano power right there.
Pano Platinum.
For the
All right,
pious
so-
Pano, go.
The Holy Bucks. So last we left off, as I already explained, you guys are holed up in the kitchen of the Tiki Hut. The sun has already set, and the last thing that of note that happened was that apparently the assassin assigned to Sayuri Toda made an attempt on her life that was quickly thwarted by her other Tanko bodyguards. She took his body to the center of the plaza and promptly decapitated the poor old man in view of everybody, leaving her open to do what she pleases, basically, now that she doesn't have the threat of an assassin hanging over her head. And yeah, night has fallen at this point. What will you do to pass the night?
It seems to me that everybody's been very passive so far. And we're still in kind of an open area. And we need somewhere where Kaari can rest and we can also rest. I'm thinking that we should definitely try and get her to a hotel room. Given the fact that hers is blown up, we should probably,
Didn't we have rooms?
No, we were going to be in her adjoining rooms, but I figure everything is blown up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I can look to see if there's any available rooms we can take. Or...
The hardest part will be transporting her, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Also, Antonio also agrees. Antonio thinks that if we can actually get in contact with security again, we could probably just get them to assign us a room directly. Any of the empty rooms in the orbital would do. And if there's anything nearby to our position, that would cut on the transport issue.
Can we get the room? Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, I mean, I was going to say, but if you guys want to keep security out of the loop, we can very well try to have Z just interface with the system and just get us access to a room.
That's what I was
That's kind of
ask
sort
if
of
we
what
could
I
do it
want.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That way, no one
The
actually.
least people, the fewer people we involve, the better.
And that way, they don't know which room we're actually in.
Exactly. Maybe I can add us in a couple of other rooms as decoys.
Yeah. I think
Simonson is different. Like Mary Poppins or something.
Laddie nods. He thinks these are very good ideas.
All right. So what's the plan? Are you guys gonna find rooms and add yourselves to the rooms?
Yeah. Get access.
I imagine that it's infinity, right? So it's not like we have to go check in and get a key put on our comm log and get a key. Our comm logs probably open the doors and shit, right?
Yeah.
My dog hands open the doors.
You have a comm log, I thought.
Probably. I'll get my
Yeah.
character sheet.
Laddie does have a comm log. It's an Ariadnan,
Pip-Boy.
low tech.
He
Yeah.
taps on it with his claws like Drac and Hotel Transylvania. We can't get it to work all the time.
It's running on a Pentium 2. It's just awful.
The screen is all scratched up.
Sometimes he barks at it.
All right. So Z, you do check that there are several free rooms all around the place. And you have pretty much your pick because the hotel was about half full at the time of the incident.
So my suggestion would be something near the stairs and near the bulkheads.
The bulkheads. Looking for it. Let's see. I mean, we have pretty much free range, so wherever you want, boss.
Johnny looks at Antonio.
It's like, well, I mean, like, if the closest to what's the room closest to our location?
The rooms closer to your location are on the if you see the map, the spoke of the wheel that is pointed towards the tiki hut. That's where the rooms closest to you are.
Okay.
Is there an entrance from this side?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, grab one of those.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta move out in the dark of the night.
Isn't that also going to put us on proximity to... Wasn't there someone holed up in there as well? That wasn't us?
Yes.
The
security
Nomad.
office.
Well, no, the Nomad is in there also. Vadim.
Vadim is on the other side actually of the building,
Okay.
where the private berths are, and he's on the 7th floor. Damien Su is occupying right now the security office, which is in the northern spoke of the wheel.
Right, but we also don't want to go to the tennis courts because that's where this lady's at, right? Sayuri?
Yes.
And we hate tennis. Tennis is stupid.
They are AR courts, so they're actually for many sports, not just tennis.
Competitive AR paintball.
Yeah, for one.
We might like that better.
Sounds like it'd be fun. And if we can pick something above what would be the ground floor, just because the narrow hallway, like, because I'm assuming these rooms look onto the courtyard, so they would narrow the hallway. This would permit less operatives to pin against the door. So if anybody wants to ambush our room, they get to use less men to do it.
So, is that all doable, Julio?
Let's see what you can find, actually. Z, roll me a hacking check, difficulty 1.
Is this where I beg the crowd for momentum? or do I have to do it like a wrestling people, like hype them up? Let's go.
Like-
I got this.
Like the gladiator, you know.
Oh, she usually has this, so...
Yeah, this is cake work.
Yeah. Difficulty 1 for Z is like just a walk in the park. Your standard fare. That is 2 successes, I believe. So yeah, you generate 1 momentum, and you do find 2 rooms actually on the 2nd floor, right by the stairs. And yeah, right on that spoke that is closest to the tiki hut.
Okay, I think we got ourselves a good spot.
2nd floor is good because Laddie and I could arguably jump out of the 2nd floor without getting hurt.
Right. Or onto, if need be.
Just look at each other. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Bushes.
Aim for the bushes. Oh, God. So I think
Let's hope that's not the case.
we can send you guys ahead, Johnny and Laddie ahead to scout, and then we'll start moving. Let's say 5 minutes after you guys go ahead.
Okay.
I'll be checking the cameras.
Yeah.
I got eyes.
I just put you on my shoulder so you don't even have to worry about walking.
I'll just stick on to you.
At some point, we should totally invest in a saddle for Laddie, so we can just carry Z around, easy peasy.
A little backpack.
So, Julio, we're gonna head out. I've got my shotgun in one hand and my Tessium chopper in the other.
Excellent.
I am, however, not going to. Oh yeah, I'm not in dog face, so it's chopper in one hand, pistol in the other.
By the way, I just wanted to point out that the image of Skull with Z on his shoulder, it reminds me of that one miniature that Corvus Belli put out of Joan of Arc with the pulpy.
Squid on her face,
Yeah.
little pulpy on her face.
It's literally that.
Wait, before we go, are there any dead bodies that have guns on them?
Dead bodies?
Not near us, right?
Not near us. We haven't killed anyone here.
Yeah, there's no dead bodies around this area.
We haven't killed anyone yet. This is lame.
No, we have, but
Can
not
we-
right now.
I mean, like, not a lot. We killed Jason and Justine earlier. Can someone who talks people talk call our new friend?
If you want a gun, you can have the gun I took from one of the officers.
Oh,
that we
okay.
killed.
That's fine with Laddie. I'll take it.
I'm not sure how you can handle it with your big, meaty gorilla hands, but
He's got whatever. Fuck off. Thanks.
He does have opposable thumbs.
So
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but
gonna be
like-
kind of hard to hit that trigger, you know.
Z
He's
also
got
got
a
a
lot of
pistol off
hands.
of them. So now everybody's armed.
Why don't I have a chain rifle?
Oh my god, I need 2 chain rifles.
just I like how you went from needing 1 to needing 2.
I mean, one for each hand. That's how it goes.
Work
Duh.
for a 12, no war crimes allowed.
Are chain rifles war crimes?
Yes,
Nah,
they're banned
they're
by the
banned.
Concilium.
not in Ariadna.
As a matter of fact, your shotgun
This
is
is a
pretty
dumb
iffy.
place. Laddie wants to go home. This place is dumb.
All right, so you guys start making your way over to the rooms to check them out. On the way there, you do see that the rooms are right under or right on top of the sushi shop, where you do see the Trobarks. One second. Danielle Grishin, who, if you remember, assassinated Ernst Twill on your first day here. And she sees both of you, and she kind of just flips you the finger as she like downs a cup of sake.
We weren't mean to her. That was Skull.
I was not mean.
Laddie growls at her as we walk by. She's
I
not a
offer
nice
her a-
lady.
a voucher to get drunk in any other establishment.
She's never been nice to us.
The security team is also there, right? That's where they ended up.
No, it's just right now at the sushi bar is just her, the chef, who is was up until this moment having a nice conversation with her, and like a couple of civilians just sitting around chatting. And yeah, that's it. She's not very happy with you at the moment.
She never
so
liked us.
I kind of like I point to the chef. I'm like, her next round of sake is on us.
he's a younger guy, kind of definitely of Japanese descent, as any sushi shop in Pano is like contractually obligated to hire directly from the JSA. And he bows his head, and she says, she doesn't say anything, but she gives you one of those like, okay, maybe you're not so bad.
Arigato, muchas gracias.
It's I don't answer, but the implication is strongly no, we're not bad. Ariadnans know how it is. It's those other
So
guys.
You guys head up the stairs, and you do find the room. The room was recently made. There was no one there to use it before. And yeah, there are 2 of them adjoining. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Boss.
Oh, actually, before I forget, roll me, Johnny specifically, not Laddie. Roll me an observation test, difficulty 1.
Observation.
And
How
no,
come
it is
Laddie
not
can't
smell.
do it?
No, it's not smell.
Because Laddie, you wouldn't know.
Aww.
It's how you know us. Oh yeah, 2 successes.
It smells like bitch in here.
So, 2 successes in your observation test. You do generate 1 momentum.
Awesome.
And as you are about to go up the steps, you do notice that among the people, sitting down around the courtyard on like these tables and stuff, you see someone in a 10-gallon hat and just like a straight up like cowboy getup. And you're like, nah, it can't be. It can't be. Is that Wild Bill? Just casually sitting on a table, drinking what you can only assume to be coffee, and reading a newspaper? No, that can't be it. Which is, by the way, extremely anachronistic, especially here in Pano. But you do get a glimpse of that.
So, boss, Wild Bill is here, and if you were gonna hire someone to someone, you could do worse.
Who's Wild Bill?
Wild Bill is a famous gunfighter and Aristea star, and Aristea is like future Bloodsport because there's no consequences when the fighters can get new bodies when they die.
So in Infinity Cat, Aleph, right, is the AI. Aleph has brought back historical figures.
Actually,
Like William
She
Wallace.
just dropped.
Did she just drop?
It just yeah.
No, Cat.
Well, I'm just gonna point out real quick. Wild Bill is actually not a recreation. Wild Bill is
Just a guy.
born and bred U.S. Ariadnan guy.
Is that better or worse?
I mean, he's a real person. He doesn't have any ties to Aleph.
Okay, all right,
Regular, everyday, normal guy.
all right, cool. So,
Extra meta.
So I mentioned this to Antonio.
With the implication that he might be an assassin, one of the assassins, that is, right?
Hey, welcome back, Kat.
Sorry, I don't have no idea what happened. Technology. In real life, I'm not that great with technology.
So Wild Bill is essentially a gladiatorial gunfighter.
Okay.
So I pointed out, and I'm like, that was the only dangerous thing between us and our room, Julio, that we noticed.
Yes, other than Danielle.
Well, great. So, Laddie, you
Does
watch.
Wild Bill do anything like while they're passing by? Like, does he take note of Laddie and Johnny by any chance?
He seems to just be sitting at a table, drinking coffee and reading a newspaper.
So, Laddie, would you mind watching the room? I'll go sit with Wild Bill, and that essentially watches the approach of our party, and I will try and keep him distracted as they walk by.
I like that.
Be sure to make to appear appropriately starstruck. You know, Wild Bill is kind of a big deal.
Oh my God! Can I have an autograph?
So I'm like, Laddie, you good with that?
Hi, verily.
I'll definitely I'll put myself on the side of the food court to guard Miss Kaari.
So Johnny goes ahead and he walks downstairs and he walks up to Wild Bill's table.
Mm-hmm. Wild Bill doesn't react at all to your presence. He's kind of just leaning back, taking his occasional sip from his coffee and reading the newspaper.
So let me try and play this cool.
Be cool. Why are you not just cool guy? Be cool guy.
So Johnny looks down at him and he says, "Do you need any more coffee?"
I imagine
Yeah.
Johnny has like his best big American boy smile on, and he's like holding up his baseball card, a Wild Bill.
You see Wild Bill, you cannot see his eyes under the 10-gallon hat, but he tilts them up to you a little bit, just eyes you up and down, and just says, whatever you're selling, I am buying. Flips his newspaper, goes back to reading.
He says, "It was less selling and more an appreciation of another U.S. Ariadnan, especially one with a reputation like yours. I was kind of hoping I could get you to sign the barrel of my pistol."
He looks at your pistol, which is, of course, very large.
Well then,
Gives a long, drawn-out sigh, takes out a pen, clicks it. All right, who do I make it out to?
J-Dog. That's what they that's what they called me when I was a dog bowl champ. I was a competitive athlete myself back in college.
You played ball, boy?
Yeah, dog bowl state champs.
Well, all right. You might just be interested after all. You want to take a seat?
And Johnny at this point is like, yeah. In his head, right? He's still playing it cool.
Yeah.
On the outside, and he sits down.
Yeah. Folds the newspaper, puts it down, shows his hand, and goes like, "Pass the iron over, boy."
I pull it out, hand on the actual revolver mechanism, so it's not anything, and I hand it to him, grip first.
All right. He, with this pen that apparently can write on metal, because he's prepared for this shit. He gets it all the time. He does sign, to J-Dog, stay cool, Wild Bill.
Stay frosty.
Yeah, stay frosty. He hands it back to you, and he starts striking up a conversation. Asks you if you've ever been to Tombstone or like any other more Western towns in the Union, and strikes up
Yeah, Johnny, talks to him about serving and where he's been in different parts of Ariadna and stuff like that. Totally asks him how he manages to continue to get hats out this far away from the home planet.
just looks at you, he winks, and he says, "I got a guy."
So hopefully I am sufficiently distracting that he only is vaguely paying attention as my party continues past.
All right. So you're all trying to sneak Kaari over to the rooms.
Oh no.
Roll me a stealth test.
We're just. Oh no. Hey, here we go. Fly casual.
With
of us?
another die because of the assistance of your good pal Johnny.
Did Cat drop again?
Yeah. It looks like Comcast strikes again. Alright, as far as stealth, it's 2 successes for sure, but I'm trying to.
I feel like Laddie might have also had enough successes.
Oh yeah, 3 successes for me.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you do feel that there might have been eyes on you just in passing, but you do make it to the room with Kaari and her companion.
It also being just the
There she
night
is.
and 2 hooded people is much less conspicuous than an antipode.
It's like they're monks. They're. I'm gonna get the monastic habits. And they're like, oh, they're They're monks that I am escorting on a pilgrimage.
Get Laddie a monastic habit too. I'm sure he'll be
An
very
antidote
convincing.
that fly on religion. By God.
Brother Quasimodo.
Who's lurking like this?
So you make it to the room. Kaari just this whole time she's just been conversing in hushed tones with her companion.
In hush puffs.
Yeah.
just weird smells.
She barely pays attention to you, but you do make it to the room, and at this point, as you make it there, you do notice Z through the cameras that the 3 Tanko that were on the air courts are now making their way to the tiki hut.
Our tiki hut?
Yeah, where you guys were.
I can still see the tiki hut from where I'm at, right?
No, because you're in the central plaza. The tiki hut is outside of the building.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's not our problem now.
I try and find out what brings Wild Bill to the station, but asking like, are you on a tour for Aristea, or when's the next match, sort of situation.
Bill tells you that there's an event going on down in the city that the station was supposed to be geosynchronous with. It's just a minor Aristea thing, but he does make a lot of money signing autographs. So that one though, it's on the house.
I'm like, thanks, man. I appreciate that. If this situation with the elevator doesn't get fixed soon, are you gonna miss your tournament?
Well, I am particularly worried. I get paid either way. I was still to come to Verona, and here I am.
I mean, Wild
Ruh-roh.
Bill is the star of the tournament. They ain't hosting the tournament without him.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I always insist on being paid in advance. Besides, this is pretty darn entertaining, even though there hasn't been any major actual play as of yet. You will 12 then? Points at your badge.
Yeah, left the Devil Dogs, went to O12. Surprisingly, the rest of the galaxy is less critical of dog faces.
You can say that again.
Pano treats
Wow.
us like novelties.
And what's, if you don't mind me asking, what's O12 doing in a place like this during a time like this? Are you involved with the whole competition business?
Good Marines, right? Follow orders. I was told come here. I was told protect something on Verona. Can't get to Verona because the elevator is down. Can't communicate with our squad because communications are down. Been trying to figure that one out for a bit.
Yeah, I hear that. Can't catch any real news. Kind of taps the newspaper a little bit. Well, I do hope that you don't try to get involved with what's going on down here, because to be perfectly frank, I don't think this is going to end up well for anybody.
The Holy Orders have already lost 2 priests, so...
Well, the first guy was a terrorist, if I understand correctly.
Yeah. But you and I both know even the regular priests aren't that far from terrorists.
Hey, you hear a cough when you comment.
We don't like you.
He does laugh.
It's from you, boy.
He does laugh. Well, that Kaari chick, she did seem like bad business. So if I were you, I'd probably steer clear.
Laddie thinks so too.
Yeah,
This Wild Bill.
I'm actually head up to my my room. See if O12 contacts us.
Sounds like a good plan, my friend. Vaya con Dios.
If you run into any trouble, and I hand him like a column.
It's like a child telling the rock, that they can count on him.
Yeah. Like Ronnie Coleman spotting just the bar and somebody, hey, you need a spotter?
So, I say thanks for the conversation and the autograph, and head upstairs.
I mean, he does turn into a 9-foot-tall dog. Could be helpful.
I wonder if they also fucking booted Wild Bill's ship.
I don't think they did,
They're just lucky he's only moderately inconvenienced and not actually upset.
Or he's full of shit and he's totally here to kill someone.
As long as it's not Artichoke Lady.
Right. It's entirely possible, yes.
But it could be Artichoke Lady.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure our assassins are going to know shit about us. So they're going to know the security detail that each person has. So they know their O12's protecting.
I am just saying, Antonio's like, look, if we don't see Wild Bill attack us first, we're not fucking with him. Okay?
Have we already gone over whether or not the assassins, or Danielle, what's her face? Excuse me, sorry. Was in the manifest?
You did check, and Danielle is in the crew.
As an entertainer.
The
Can
personnel.
we use any kind of process of elimination or anything to try to isolate any other potential assassins?
I mean, I doubt they have assassin checkbox next to their name.
Thank you, Antonio.
And what's your business? Assassination. Yes. Put me down for that.
They walk
Alright.
in and they're like,
You
what
know
are
what?
you here for?
Laddie hopes all of you die.
I'm the best at what I do. And what is
Laddie
that?
will play
What I
dead.
do.
See,
is
if you
very
were
nice.
if you're wearing one of the Nomad ships, they'll probably put professional assassin, straight up.
100%.
That was not my
Fuck
question, and you can all go fuck yourselves.
Are you going to be checking in any guns today, sir?
What's in the case?
Yeah.
A guitar. No, Laddie's right though. Can we get when did Danielle Griskin come on station?
She came on station about a week ago.
Okay.
And she, she does have a record of having been there before. Like it's not the first time that she's been here. Okay. She does a circuit around Verona.
She's a regular.
Is it possible for us to do a search of people who came on in the last week who are still here, and see if that whittles it down in any way for people who stand out?
We already searched for who came here within the last month when we were tracking the two infiltrators that we first fought. So we could just take that list and then narrow it down even further.
Yeah. And, I mean, let's figure it like this. Danielle Griskin, being an actual Terran, is a little weird. Let's see if we have anything else that sticks out odd.
All right. Somebody who is going to be doing this, roll me a difficulty 2 analysis.
Wait, can Laddie help?
Laddie can help.
Analysis?
Yes.
Laddie helped a little.
I'm gonna try since it's my list and stuffs anyway.
I am not going to try.
I have an 11 for my analysis, so.
Yeah, that's 3 successes total, counting Megan's. I need to go over exactly how the help thing works because I don't think you both roll. I think there's a.
Oh, really?
I think one person rolls 1 die, and the other person rolls 2 dice. But I don't remember. I
forgetty.
It's also entirely possible that I will get it confused with Star Trek Adventures because I've got both systems in my head.
I mean, they're both 2d20 systems.
Oh yeah, but Infinity is substantially more fleshed out as a system.
It's very deep. Like honestly, I keep reading, but I always keep finding new stuff.
Like Star Trek Adventures is a great game, probably one of my favorite right now. But Infinity's.
Here we go. Yeah, one character is designated as the leader, and the other character is designated as assistants. In order to assist with skill tests, each player must describe how their character is assisting in the test leader. The GM approves each assistant's rolls 1d20, using their own attributes and skills to determine if any successes are scored. Individual assistants may use different skills than the leader, representing a group effort in which each character contributes different knowledge or proficiency.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically you describe, I'm getting her snacks while she's doing the analysis or whatever. And then you roll lifestyle, one die. And if she has any successes, you add yours to hers.
Sweet.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just say that you meet the requirements. And you do get several hits on the, anybody that has been here for around a month. You do get Danielle. You get Steven, the new security guy that you guys have been speaking to.
Right.
You get a few other, random cleaning people. The sushi chef is on there as well. His name is.
Oddly enough, I was curious about the sushi guy, given the fact that we've had the thus far the assassins have been multicultural, like a Benetton ad.
Or maybe just people that work here, like work regularly in the station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The sushi chef, Tomiki Onoda. You do get some work permits for a Corregidorian work crew that is performing some upgrades and maintenance.
So there's enough suspects that we can't wheedle it out immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this. Okay, so people that we're looking out for as possible assassins. The A Nomad from the Corregidor crew. The Sushi Chef, and Wild Bill. And we know there's 4 assassins left. One of which is ours. Can we need to take watches. There's 4 of us. We're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to sleep in pairs, in 4-hour shifts, and do a 12-hour watch for sleep.
All right. As you return to the room, you do see that Danielle seems to be serenading the sushi chef. He's acting all like, blushy and flattered.
Them being friends doesn't make us any less suspicious.
Suspicious. She just wants him for his knives.
Yeah, she's just singing like an ancient take, or rather our modern take of Kalinka to him. He's just, like, oh my god, stop. It's cute. So how are you guys gonna be?
Taking it to the ship.
So I figure Laddie and I will take the first watch while the other 2 sleep for 4 hours. Then they'll watch while we sleep for 4 hours. Then we'll watch again. Then we'll sleep again. And essentially that's how we get our 8 hours.
Yeah.
While we have our watch, or before Z goes to sleep, is it possible for her to set up like
Hand
easy
over my
lookings?
tablet?
Yeah, so we can just like poke through the cameras.
And look through things, yeah.
Johnny can press the buttons, because Laddie will bap it and probably break it.
I still want to keep an eye on those guys from the AR court that were heading to the Tiki hut. I want to see what's going down, if anything is going down.
The ones with the stupid hats.
I like their
hats.
stupid
Those are
hats.
cool ass hats.
Laddie doesn't take back what he said.
Laddie and Johnny absolutely barricade the door with a dresser, by the way.
So Z, as you look in the cameras, you do see that the three tankos do arrive at the tiki bar, or did arrive at the tiki bar. They flipped some tables, they pushed some servers around. They were doing like your run of the mill like
Typical.
bully shit.
Yeah, typical shakedown.
Yeah, they had how you call them? The Maitre D, basically. They, without causing any major harm, like held up by the scruff of his neck, and Sayuri was just yelling at him for like a good 30 seconds before she dropped him on the floor, and then they flipped the table back up, took 3 chairs, and started yelling at the servers to bring them booze, and that's what they've been doing until now.
Yeah, but why is she looking for us? That is mysterious because nobody else is looking for anybody else. She already killed her assassin. Why?
I imagine that she's not actually looking for us. She's just an asshole. And she wanted to go to the tiki bar once she saw that it was empty.
Yeah, later on you do see as the first shift starts, Johnny and Laddie, since you've been cycling through the cameras, you see that she and the others are just being the usual rowdy crowd, drinking, singing songs, just being all around unpleasant, throwing bottles at the wall.
Sayuri is Yujing, right?
She is
a mercenary.
Yeah, she's from the Kaari Corps.
Yeah, they are known for war crimes.
They killed the 50 children.
Yep.
Yeah.
About 50.
Is Damien Su JSA?
No, he is Yu Ching.
No.
From what you heard that Guignol said, again, his credibility is somewhat unreliable.
Guignol is sus.
He trapped you here, after all. He is a Kanren, which is the Yu Jing's counterinsurgency officers.
Okay, so it's not like I can pit those two against each other.
I mean, her being Ikari means that they're kind of known for being rowdy and war criminals and no prisoners, killing children and stuff like that. But if she feels any semblance of Japanese patriotism, she would have a huge bone to pick with the Kanren unit, because they took major part in trying to stamp out the Japanese uprising.
Okay. I try and contact Chu.
All right. At this time of the night, he does pick up. You see him all disheveled. He's been sleeping. He's like, oh, what? Oh, hey, Johnny. What's going on?
Sorry. Not used to people having regular sleep schedules.
I'm not used to having one either, but considering that we're basically useless here, what else am I going to do?
I get a feeling that those people being rowdy by the Tiki Hut might be able to help you clear out your security offices.
You mean the mercs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't necessarily like the people in the security offices, and they don't have an assassin actively bothering them.
Right.
Can you think of any way that you have to help get a message to them that the people in the security offices are, I don't know.
Didn't I already do that? Like, I let everybody know where they were.
Oh, that is true.
We did. So.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We-
I'd rather not get involved with the Kaari in any way.
Antonio's asleep, but like divine revelation in his sleep.
Starts
Could be
chanting in
issue.
Latin.
He's like, oh.
That's how he wakes himself up.
That's what his alarm is. It's just like monastery bells, and then just like heavenly choirs. But could we have Z fake a challenge from? My goodness, all my names got scrambled up. But basically from the Kanren to Missy Kaari Tenko, and be like, oh, like you said that none of these assassins were worth a challenge, but you are a Japanese dog, barely worth your salt as is.
Oh no.
That's
Shit stirring.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see during the second watch what goes down.
So
right now,
I let you know, man. I'm sorry I woke you up. I'm just spitballing here. I know that you guys are out on the outs, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to keep you all safe and get your station back under your control.
Appreciate it, mate. Where are you, by the way?
Oh, well, for operational security, we're hiding. But we're keeping an eye on everything. If you need anything, contact me directly on the comm log.
Well, absolutely. And if you need anything, me and my boys were not exactly the best fighters, but we can cover your rear guard if needed.
Actually, could you do me a small favor? Can you check with your records to see if you have anything planet side in the city that you guys were supposed to be attached to about an upcoming Aristea event?
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
That seems like an odd request, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's a little like taken aback. Like, are you missing something? You have bets on another Aristea match or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just saw Wild Bill in the concourse, and he might be the type of person that Gignol would hire to be an assassin.
All right. Give me some time, and I'll see what I can dredge up from the data sphere.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Are we
Anytime.
keeping an eye on him, by the way? Not Wild Bill, our security buddy.
Chew.
As much as we can.
Yeah, Chew. Because he could just be a red herring, but...
I mean, as much as we can. I keep him... that's like specifically why I didn't tell him where we are.
Yeah, keeps calling them at odd hours of the night, not letting him sleep. He's gonna be a very tired assassin.
He doesn't get that long rest.
Poor Steven, man. Poor Steven.
You guys do know
Sorry,
that sleep deprivation is like my favorite tactic.
I like it better when it's being used on someone else.
All right. So does the rest of our watch go easy?
Yeah, the rest of your watch is uneventful. You do see in the cameras that at this point, one of the Tankos and Sayuri have taken one of the booths at the Tiki Hut and just yanked the table out and are kind of just chilling there, taking a nap while the other one keeps guard.
Whatever.
Like they literally, you know how those tables are on the booths are bolted to the ground. They literally ripped it out, threw it away.
Why are they just hooligans?
They are
Rhetorical
just hooligans.
question.
They are quite literally just hooligans.
That's horrible.
They're just terrible people.
So I wake up Z and I ask Laddie to wake up
Antonio?
Antonio.
Anything interesting go on?
Laddie licks Antonio's face.
Antonio's sleeping in armor, so you lick his helmet.
He does it anyway. Does his armor... He licks the ear, the sticky-uppy bit.
Oh, the bunny ear thing?
Yeah, he licks the
don't do
bunny
that.
ear.
Those,
He
The thing that always
moans it.
breaks.
those come off for like no reason.
Mom.
Well, at this point, Antonio and Z wake up. Johnny and Laddie go to sleep. And you do notice that it's getting a little rowdier downstairs. You know how when you have a downstairs neighbor that really likes music, that sushi bar is popping right now. Like Danielle is singing up a storm. You know, it's kind of like a mixture of classic Russian music and electronic. You know, hard bass.
She's singing
Classical
Scooter.
music from the 2000s, like, you know, renditions of Smash Mouth. Just playing.
She's blasting
The
DJ
Backstreet
Blackman and
Boys.
singing to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your synchronized dancing. The great classics.
Maybe
So
we should
Laddie
put
and
in a
Johnny
quieter
do
corner.
Laddie and Johnny do have a little bit of trouble going back to sleep.
No, Laddie is very good at doing whatever he wants. He forcefully goes to sleep.
Just in general.
Yeah, and Johnny's a Marine. They'll sleep fucking anywhere. But I get what you're saying. It's okay.
Now that Antonio is awake, and his epiphany has hit him while he was asleep, you know.
Given by God.
Yeah, you know.
Chosen by heaven.
Through faith, everything is possible. Everything is possible when you smell like Old Faith.
Shut up.
So he asks.
No, back to.
Yeah, he asks Z if she can craft with future deep fake technology a convincing challenge video from Miss Conran to Miss Ikari. Well, Mr. Conran to Miss Ikari.
Is that something in my hacker capabilities?
Well, you can try. It's not something that will fall within hacking, though. It's definitely something that will fall within tech, and it will be pretty difficult. It will be difficulty 3 to craft something that will be convincing enough to fool someone like that. Considering that you do not have his voice for one, and you've only seen his likeness through the security cameras.
I should be able to pull out his voice from past records. You know, social media. Is there no social media in this?
Like his trip to Ibiza from
Yeah.
We have no
Actually-
internet access.
2015.
Actually, roll me a difficulty 1 analysis.
I want to help with that too.
How will you help?
All right, I'm scrolling the same videos as she is.
Not that it matters because Cat isn't.
Oh man, look at me.
Rolling above a 10.
Yeah.
I'm
So
glad that at least for Infinity, this is a good thing because when I play like my other games, I still roll just as great, but it's not good in D&D. No, not at all.
So you have 3 successes total. You do notice, so you generate 2 momentum. You do notice that social media has been going on just the same as it has before, but no one from the Yuching people that are currently occupying the security office has any kind of social media presence whatsoever. It's as if they didn't exist.
That's a little odd.
See, but the great thing is that even though we don't know what they sound like, the Kaari person doesn't know what they sound like either. So we could just take generic, like Yuching state personality, state approved media voices that would have thousands of hours of clips, and then just cobble
Generic
together.
Chinese voice.
Yeah. Whoa, no.
Chinese male
Hashtag
number 1.
Rude.
Yeah, but not in a racist fashion, you know. We take a state-sponsored newsman, like the handsomest Yuching man that they can cobble together, and they put it on state TV, and he's like, "Oh, welcome to the Jade Empire's morning news." We'll just have.
Well, it'll still be a difficulty 3 tech test.
What's your tech?
My tech is 14.
Okay, so you're better than I am. I am just
Take 2 momentum.
natural
Cat.
engineer though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I can use multiple momentum. It's not like just
Yeah.
Yeah, take 2 for sure.
2 momentum just to
Yeah.
because you never know. So I'd be rolling 4d20.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll provide assistance. While she works on the sound, I'll work on the deep fake, which should be a little bit easier.
Oh no, 14 still hits if I reach my number.
Yep.
Like my number.
Yep. Hmm.
Okay, so I got my 3 successes. Barely.
Fantastic.
Barely. But I got it.
That's not enough for a complication.
Antonio did his best.
Oh wait, I get to re-roll it because I'm a natural engineer. 40.
Why didn't you roll like this on Mondays, bro?
Right? Get it together.
So yeah, you craft a video that is pretty generic Yujing man, handsome, suited, saying generic Yujing things, including Japanese dogs, etc., etc. And yeah, it seems like it'll be.
I want you to broadcast it through the station.
You want to broadcast it through the station?
Yeah, just broadcast it through the station.
Not only do you insult her, but you insult every other JSA.
Yeah. It is.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure this doesn't get tracked back to me whatsoever. Keeping my trail clean.
So you want to make sure that you can post it without any kind of trackback. You can roll a difficulty 2 hacking test.
Definitely, and I'm gonna use a momentum just to make sure.
Okay, that's fair.
Ooh.
Got that
All
momentum.
right.
That's 4 successes.
4 success.
Just making sure, man. Just making sure.
Just covering our asses, that's all.
CYA.
So that's 2 momentum back, right, Julio?
Yeah.
Yep. Anything that Z does, she excels at. Apparently, you guys are.
We are in luck.
So we have
until combat comes.
We have badass knight, badass werewolf, badass gorilla dog, and really the fucking MVP when we go do our report is, thank you so much for sending us our octopus. We would like to keep it.
So the video goes off. You guys do see that several of the civilians that are down chilling. They look at it. They do look rather upset.
We let them know that they're in the security room, kind of sort of thing. We want them to go that way. It's not just broadcasting the message, right?
All right. Yeah. Let's see if Sayuri picks up on this.
Take the bait.
Even if she doesn't, I imagine one of her friends would be like, "Hey."
I mean, they're pretty drunk already. They've been drinking and running amok.
Imagine
the one taps the other on the. They want to fight.
The first thing you hear when you wake up is racist shit. It's just not a good time.
I'm gonna spend 2 heat on her discipline test to see if she is hardened to these things, because she's Yu Ching, and you did get 3 successes on your video. She got 4 successes on her discipline.
We got 4 successes on our video.
You got 4 successes to put it up without traces.
Oh, okay.
On the actual video, you got 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's a wash. You do see it in the cameras that her 2 companions are not so
thrilled.
They're not so thrilled. They seem to be a little on the fumey side. But she wakes up, she looks at the video, and she just throws her head back in laughter, goes right back to sleep.
All right, let's give it an hour and let's make another video. Let's continue the InfoWar campaign.
However, you do see that on the bottom, a few of the civilians are fronting on the Celestial Guards, and they're doing Celestial Guard things to them, which is no actual no bruises.
Here is the guide on how to beat civilians and leave no bruises, as part of your complimentary Celestial Guard training manual.
Yeah.
Service to the Jade Emperor with a smile.
No permanent damage, no bruising, but the civilians are walking away in pain.
Okay, that's not really what we wanted, you guys.
I mean, if they get in trouble for hurting civilians, that's not our problem.
No, we didn't hurt the civilians. And we definitely didn't tell the civilians to go mess with the heavily armed people either.
Absolutely. So second watch ends without much more in the way of events. At this point, the dawn is breaking somewhat.
Okay.
Because it's 8 hours have passed, and you guys are much higher in
orbit
than the actual horizon, so you do see the sun a little earlier.
Okay.
How long were we supposed to try to stay alive? Was that part of the rules that he gave?
Forever.
Not really.
You didn't give time frame.
Until all the murders are done.
Okay.
There's no real time frame. So yeah, Laddie and Johnny wake up, and there is there has been a little bit of commotion on the plaza. The party at the sushi place underneath you has died down somewhat, and at this point, you do see that the tacos are getting up, dusting themselves off, and moving towards the building.
Oops.
The
All right.
angry Japanese people.
With the silly hats.
And those hats are awesome. I'll kill
I know,
someone
I
with
love
hats.
it. It's really cool. I like the one that has the visor integrated into the hat.
They all do, just different
Just-
ways.
All right. So they're walking to the building.
Yeah.
Z, can you follow them on camera?
You got it.
If we're lucky, they're going for Vladim.
You follow them in, and as they walk in, you see that they have their contenders out, and they're ready for action. They're loaded for bear. They walk up to the people in the tent, the tent that was set up in the middle of the plaza, and
The tent that we thought was,
Yes, Stevens.
yeah.
yeah,
The Pan people.
Sayuri walks up to one of the CSUs that are standing around the tent, and she starts having a conversation with them.
Does anybody speak Chinese or Japanese?
Like,
No, but if they were having this conversation in Italian, Antonio could help.
Isn't there like auto translators? Like,
There is, but you guys are seeing this through cameras, so there's no audio.
I can't get audio. Pick up a cell phone audio or something.
Someone's comm link.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? Let's make that difficulty 3 hacking. Why not?
Okay.
Do
let's try
you want your momentum?
Yeah. How much momentum have we have piled up already?
We have 3.
3.
So go ahead and take one.
It's
I
the
mean,
perpetual
she's generating
momentum
all of
machine.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should get some of it, right?
I will totally use one. You said difficulty 2 or difficulty 3? Difficulty 3. Let's do it. Oh my god.
Remember, you can re-roll those 2 17s.
I can? Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually re-roll all 3 if you wanted.
But no, keep the 10 just in case.
Yeah, we'll reroll 2 of them. There we go. There we go.
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
You guys
I know
do,
you forgot about that skill because you haven't had to use it in your last
did.
20 rolls.
I will never forget though. I will remember that.
You do manage to hack into one of the civilian comm logs that is near to them, and you get the audio. She is talking to the corporate security guy, and she's like, "Who do you have in that tent?" In Japanese, you do auto-translate it though, but she is not in any way, shape, or form about to speak any other language because she doesn't care. Who is in that tent? And the CSU is kind of like putting his hand forward. You see through the cameras, and he says, VIP, not to be disturbed. And she's like, let us in. He says, that's not about to happen. I don't know what you think that is going to happen here, but you getting in there is definitely not one of those things. And considering how many civilians there are in this area, I would highly doubt they want to get into a firefight in this moment. And she just looks at him, smiles, and she says, if you do not get out of my way right now, I will cut off your head and I will throw it into the fountain.
This is getting good, you guys.
It's like one of those dramas.
I feel bad for Julio. He has to roleplay with himself because we're like, nah, man, defense.
Defense. All right. So she says that, and the guy, steps back like a couple of steps, and then he goes to yell, "She's hostile!" Instantly, the blade comes out of his scabbard, chops off his head in a single swing.
Record.
She's hostile. Of course she's hostile. She has no other setting.
You just noticed? Like... Alright.
The civilians start to run away and scatter, with the notable exception of a few people who are sitting at tables and just watching with some interest. These people including, of course, Wild Bill, who, even though he's all the way on the other side of the plaza, he puts down his newspaper a little bit and he's looking. Some of the other security guys start shooting.
Hey, laddie, should we wake up the other two?
Oh, are they asleep now?
Yeah.
I thought we were all awake.
No,
I thought we were all awake.
You guys are on your second set of sleep.
Oh, but I just finished doing stuff. I totally was awake.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
I'm like,
She
I
had to
was
be.
like sleepwalking, which is totally possible, but I...
Oh, wait.
Is Antonio awake?
Octopuses need less sleep. That's what we're going with.
Yes.
I got like stim packs. I just got like,
I'm an insomniac.
chocolate laced with meth that they give you in the future. Keep you awake.
Panzer chocolate?
Hands, yes.
I'm glad someone knew
There
what I
we
was
go.
talking about.
That's the chocolate. And that's that.
Who's winning?
Whoever's rolling all those ones.
Yeah. So the three other still living CSU, they take two of them take shots and hit the Tankos, not Sayuri, but her companions. They do some damage, but they're not enough. It just blinks off their armor. The last one though, as he goes to shoot at Sayuri, he takes down a civilian.
Uh-oh.
These guys are on panic mode right now. Out of the tent, more civilians start pouring out.
Of course they do.
Sayuri
Goddamn civilians.
and her Tankos move up. And
It's not gonna be good.
I actually turned the cameras over to the security office to see if they're doing anything.
Cowering? That's the only thing they know how to do.
I wasn't gonna get involved.
No,
So-
not our security guys.
Oh, the
The
Conrad.
The
Yeah,
Conrad.
so you're calling the security office and,
No.
and sending them footage.
I'm turning the cameras. Oh no, that's right. They shut out all the cameras. Never mind.
You can see the entrance to the security office from one of the. There is an angle from one of the main plaza cameras that you can see.
Okay. Anything going on over there?
The two Celestial Guard that are in the outermost part of the barricade that they have made there, they're just looking and kind of talking amongst themselves.
Probably racist things against the Japanese, as the Celestial Guard are wont to do.
And there's no one there, so we could hear what they're saying.
No.
All right.
It's okay. We got another video to craft. We can use like little animated GIFs this time, little chibi figures.
You see that from the 7th floor, all the Securitate are also, taking positions behind the cover of the veranda and aiming their guns down, but they haven't started firing yet.
Looks like everybody's getting involved with shit.
So Sayuri and the 2 Tankos that are with her, they do pretty much decapitate the remaining CSUs, just slash into ribbons. And she goes up to the central tent, the awning that was set up. She yanks it out, and inside you see an older woman that matches the picture that you saw when Guignon showed it, with a tall beehive hairdo, 2 other CSUs, and there's like a recliner set up, a whole like VR setup. So like a mini bar. They had this place just pretty well set up. There's a big couch where some civilians were that are now running away. She was using them as human shields pretty much.
It's moderately concerning that these people shot everything they had and it did not go through that armor.
Yeah.
I mean, Laddie and I
It's
can do
pano
it.
made.
Laddie and I can do it with Tessium, but still.
Yeah. So she's screaming at the top of her lungs. Her big beehive hairdo actually breaks apart, and out of it comes out a fast panda that runs directly.
It's a fast
I
panda.
think, can you post a
crazy
picture
koala,
of what that
sorry,
looks
crazy
like
koala.
so everyone can see?
It's a deployable perimeter weapon. Like, it just activates when
Yeah.
it finds
It's like a little
hostile.
robot.
Send it in.
A little robot
I
about
think
this,
Kat
this
needs to
big.
be able to see. The
Send
audience
it in
should
Skype,
see.
please.
I want to. Where?
Send
It's
it in Skype, please.
adorable.
Not the goat.
Adorable and totally unfair.
So,
Crazy.
while he's looking for the picture, so someone created a robot that looks like a teddy bear, and it is usually loaded to explode or otherwise aggravate the shit out of people. And it exists both in the tabletop and in the RPG as a perimeter defense weapon. It gets activated. It gets activated, and then it runs directly at whatever is upsetting you.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
So cute.
All right, guys, look at the crazy koala.
Oh. Yep, I want one. We need
We
We
one
can
of these.
get you one.
Oddly
It's
enough,
totally
that's very similar to the things that we were talking about that you could use as a remote.
Yeah,
Remember-
those are fast pandas. These are crazy koalas.
Yeah, remember when we said you could be instead of having a body, you could just be an octopus that pilots a robot?
Oh, that would have been cute too. But no, I like being an octopus.
All right, so the fast panda, the crazy koala, pumps out and runs directly at one of the tankos.
Hugs!
Hugs indeed. And he just like cuts it in half
Aw.
without it even activating.
Aww.
You see Sayuri.
Shinder.
Sayuri walks up to this woman. At this point, the other 2 CSUs have dropped their weapons, and they have their hands up. Sayuri walks up to the woman, kicks her lazy boy so that it lands on its back, and puts her giant armored boot right on her chest. With her sword out, she says something that you can't hear at this point because the civilian whose comlog you hacked is a little far.
It's elsewhere.
Yeah. And just like with one stroke, separates her head from her body and sheaths her katana back slowly.
Man.
Because
Bitches be
slowly,
crazy.
that's what really gets them hard.
So that's
Take
Alright.
it out.
Time
the
to
one
start
with
working on the second video. Like we got the deep fakes ready. Well, this time around, we got this. This time it's gonna say this like as evidenced by the inferior Japanese dogs, they target the easy pickings as opposed to going through the superior Jade Empire machine.
That's not heavy-handed at all.
How cowardly and dishonorable.
That's harsh, boss. That's harsh, but I like it.
They're gonna end up getting killed just by the Japanese civilians on station, which is also okay, right? But still.
Perfect.
At this point, most of the civilians have cleared out of the central plaza area.
Where's Bill?
Bill's still at his table,
Just
enjoying his.
chilling?
Yeah, Bill's having a good time. Dinner and a show. Well, breakfast.
Yep.
Whatever
still at
type
his
of day it
table.
is.
A few people are under you guys at the Japanese restaurant. You do see that Danielle is outside, also observing, very interested in the goings on. The two Celestial guards at the entrance of the security plaza, they look at each other, and one of them puts his hand on the other one's shoulder, and the other one just goes and brings out a crit stick and just taps
Just
the other one. And at this point, you do see that Damien Sue starts walking out of the security area.
Oh.
Does he indeed?
Yes, he does.
Oh, nice.
And he moves forward and directly towards Sayuri.
Headed towards the plaza.
Yeah, so towards where the three tankos are,
It'd
who
be
at this
nice-
point are just,
It'd be nice if I
flipping-
had a rifle.
Are we
They're
looking
flipping
out
shit
the
over.
window, or are we looking in the cameras?
Through the
You're
camera.
looking at the cameras. You guys are
'Cause
barricaded inside a room.
Can you imagine if we were all just nose
Just
to the
like-
window?
Like pressed against the window, like people waiting their Amazon
But
package.
those
like,
guys are.
Package.
Those guys up there
Um,
look really suspicious, and it's just a giant dog in the window.
You see it?
You can see bloodlust in his eyes. I mean, Laddie is very sad that he can't take part.
he keeps wiping, like he keeps fogging the window and just wiping it just so you can look again.
Yeah.
So I loosen the straps on my armor and open the window.
It's ready to go. Just
At this point, Damien reaches Sayuri, and you can't quite hear it from here, but they're talking.
okay. You know what? I see him. I see Johnny loosening up his armor, and I pull from my pouch and I hand them a pack of EM grenades, and I'm like, I think these might come in handy.
So he says they might come in handy. I take it and wing it at them. Do I have to actually?
Straight up? You
Before
just,
I throw it, am I strong enough to get it to where they are?
well, let's see. I'm not exactly sure how throwables work.
Before we make
I
this
like this
decision,
idea, and I suggest you use all the momentum.
Well, I mean, yes. But just really, boss?
the civilians are gone, right? All the civilians are gone.
It doesn't matter. The EM grenades only cost an EM pulse. It's not going to affect the civilians in any way, unless one of
Okay.
them is a complete L host. Then they might have a bad time.
So my brawn is a 13. My athletics is a 15.
Let's see.
And I am fully willing to go Devil Dog for that extra +2 brawn to make sure I got distance on this.
So as far as combat zones go, because you guys are not close to these people.
Right.
Let's see. Someone's computer restarting or something?
No? Oh, babe. Sorry.
It's all good.
Some nice, pleasant background music for our warmongering.
As we wait.
This great battle brought to you by calming music. Come on. Where is it?
I'm also opening my book to see if I can find it.
This would be long. And your standard attack.
I'm also telling them move the dresser and get ready to move to one of the other rooms that we've claimed.
New position.
After this, yes.
Well, what exactly do we expect that the EMP is going to do to them? Like, are their guns going to go out?
Well, the guys in power armor should have their armor lock up.
Okay, see, I was confused. I was like, so what exactly is the EMP going to do? But, okay, power armor. Okay. I like it.
The perks of being all organic.
Man, finding throwing rules is kind of
Yeah,
hard.
I just did a search for throw, and it doesn't actually. The rules themselves don't come up. All that comes up are the variety of flamethrowers.
Hey!
Oh, here we go. So the range is close. So since you're 2 zones away from that, the difficulty would go up by 2.
So it'd be difficulty 4.
Yes. And I'm going to add a heat to that to make it difficulty 5 if you try. Just FYI.
Okay, that's fine.
That's,
All right. So while they're moving the thing, I go ahead and I wolf out, like I limber up, test the weight like it's a football.
Gonna put spin on the grenade.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead.
I'm gonna spend our 2 momentum, which is fine because we're coming up to the end of the night anyway.
You can throw an infinity point into it too to get an automatic.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend
2 successes.
I'm gonna spend
do
1
it.
momentum and 1 infinity point.
Get wrecked.
So I'm gonna roll 3 dice on this. And
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. Yeah, thanks.
A laddie tells you that.
So it will be difficulty 5, just FYI.
Jesus!
Use both momentum points.
All right, I will use both momentum. All right, so I already have 2 successes. I only need to get 2 more.
Where did you roll? I don't see your roll.
Well, no.
No.
I spent
From
an
the infinity point
Oh, okay.
and having focus.
So that's gonna be
Oh, well then.
3 more successes. So
Yeah,
total
we
of 5.
good.
5.
So that's enough to get you the 5. I'm going to spend 4 heat. To
No!
use,
So that's
to use Sayuri's.
wait, real quick. You had spent 2 earlier, and then 2 more now, and then 4 more now. So you spent 8.
I spent 1. I spent 1 to
Okay.
increase the difficulty of the.
Hey Julio, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, I like to roll against my players' healing saves.
Hey man, I have.
Counterspell their healing spells.
I 100% will do that to you guys. No, don't even try me.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are super good. Like you've done fantastic, especially like having Z do all your work, generating momentum nonstop. But I will spend 4 heat to use her special ability to use a swift action. Or actually, no, the first swift action is 1 heat, so that's 1 heat. Use her swift action to literally just dash out of the way of the grenade.
Okay, that's fine. So like I said, I throw it, and then we're in the hallway. Go to the other room.
This is just run.
All right. So you guys are all just running.
No, we gotta be inconspicuous, you guys.
I mean, reasonably.
Okay, casual, like casual.
So let's.
Chinese
No,
fire
no,
drill.
I'm like,
Not racist.
Well, no, like I said, to the other room.
The civilians to the other room, but if that grenade takes effect and those Tanko lock up, we're engaging down there.
So we're not leaving until after we see what happens with the grenade?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so we're not running, we're just watching.
And then we walk casually to another room.
Alright, so we're just watching.
And apparently, I'm also gonna pay another heat for Damien to dodge out of the way. Because
Damien's
he's got
a
that too.
tool, and I hope he dies. I mean, he's gonna die no matter what, but... Probably.
They both jink out of the way of your grenade. Like, this is it's blinding fast. Like, these guys are really good, actually.
This fucking guy.
Let's see your damage with the grenade.
All right. I should have looked that up, by the way. I'm sorry.
I have it copied for you. I will just post it in the Roll20. This is its damage, and it has the vicious property as well.
Okay, so it's
5d6 from. No wait, 1 automatic success and then 4d6, right?
Yep. Come on.
All right, the 1 and the 5s do wait, or do the 5s do nothing?
The 5s do nothing. It's just the 1.
Just the 1. Oh well.
So they don't have a security, so they do get 2 hits to their firewall, but it is not enough to cause a harm. Both of the tankos are inconvenienced by your grenade.
Do gifts work in Skype? I'm gonna send you one. It's for everyone.
So I'm just like, I think those grenades weren't very well built.
No, you just didn't. It's because you played dodgeball instead of baseball.
Not American.
At this point, you do see that Damien just like lets out a laugh and makes his way back to the security area, while a very annoyed and very upset Sayuri and her bodyguards are now trumping their way up to the stairs by the sushi restaurant.
Let her come up here. I'll fucking murder that bitch.
Damn,
Laddie
Megan.
says in thick Scottish.
Damn, Megan.
At that point, actually, you see that some of the Securitate open fire on Damien from the 7th floor.
Oh, that's not our problem.
We're next to our secondary room.
Yeah.
Or battle royale.
And they both miss. Yeah.
All right. You know, I distribute my remaining EMP grenades between Laddie and Johnny. And I'm like, you guys go. I'm not gonna need these.
Alright.
What if we use them in vicinity of Antonio? Like, isn't his armor
Don't
gonna
do
lock
that.
up? Okay. I mean, how far away do you need to be for it to not affect you?
Not a close range. It's
Actually, as they're coming up the stairs, let's just drop both grenades down the stairs.
No, okay, yeah.
So you guys are getting out of the room?
Yeah.
They're going up
I
to our
haven't-
secondary room, and we're just gonna
I'm
drop
checking to make sure our pathway to our next room is clear
Yeah.
before.
I have an indefinite number of EN grenades. It doesn't tell me how many I have. It just says EM.
You
grenade.
just got them. You got so many.
So
They're like senzu beans. You just have them when you need them.
Perfection.
EM grenade.
All right. As you leave the room and head for the stairs, from behind you, who's leaving the room?
all of us.
Yeah. The first one to leave the room, which I imagine would be Johnny.
Yes.
From behind you, you get shot.
Behind?
Yeah.
They came from behind.
That is rude as hell.
So you leave the room, and then from the room you get shot.
No.
You leave the room, and there's a hallway in front of the room. The stairs are to your right as you leave it, and as you turn to hit the stairs from behind, you get shot.
I didn't see nobody.
Nope.
Okay, so I mean,
Make it
Are they
fast.
invisible? They could totally be invisible.
they could totally be invisible.
Stealthy
I know.
pieces of shit.
And do they miss? Oh, one of them hits. 4. Oh wow, that's a lot of.
That's a lot of damage.
Where do they hit me, by the way? Because that makes a difference in this game.
Let me see the hit position charts. No hit placement. How's it called?
Trina, are you doing something?
Oh, sorry. I
Tappity tap.
She was just playing drums on her keyboard.
no, I'm on my head.
That's your
Sorry,
microphone.
I forgot. My bad.
That's okay. Last week I whistled accidentally. So, whatever.
Bad.
Julio, you're making me nervous, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm looking for the hit placement. Like,
Roll a d20. I've got it in front of me.
oh, okay.
I did not see the d20. My bad. 13. That's going to be in the chest.
All right. So on the back, really.
All right.
Yeah. So it's gonna be. Shit. No, I lost the. Okay, here it is. 1 plus 2, 3, 4. You take 5 damage.
Okay, so soak is armor plus what?
Soak. Hold on a second. Is
And this is vigor damage, right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you know that it doesn't matter what it's plus because this guy done fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I soak.
Don't fuck up.
You done fucked up, Aaron. I soak 5 before adding anything to it.
Oh wow.
It's like pink.
So Johnny, Blade. When that guy shoots Blade, he just looks at him. About faces, and with quick draw draws the shotgun and the Tessium chopper.
All right. I can't find the rules for soak. So let's just say the armor is soak. Straight up.
Well, yeah, I get 3 points for armor and 2 for being in my dog face form.
All right.
So I soak 5. So again, I turn and I get quick draw as a free action, and I have my Tessium chopper and shotgun in hand. What do I see?
You do see that coming out of stealth fields. There are 2. I don't know if you would know what they are because you have never faced against Yu Ching before, but they look like this.
Look, man, all I know is that Yu Jing is a bunch of ninjas.
That's all they are. The men, the women, the children, they're all just ninjas.
I played one game against Yu Jing, and I had to walk away from the table so that my opponent could take a picture of the table to tell me where that thing was later. I don't know what the hell that is.
The men, the women, the children, everyone's ninjas.
Well, I'm gonna Anakin on these guys.
Oh no.
Wait, Laddie too.
So inside the room, you guys see me get shot, complete John Wayne no cell, turn around, and weapons in hand. I am now walking towards these things.
We are in what would be initiative, so you guys go first, and then your enemies.
Okay.
Laddie's basically been frothing at the mouth this whole time, super jealous that everyone's getting to beat the shit out of stuff except him. So yeah, he's ready.
Since I did do quick draw, the EM grenade that I had in my hand, I just drop for someone else to deal with, and I'm turning around to go get these guys.
All right. What are you gonna do?
I am going to charge. And someone's going to get a Tessium chopper to the mouth. To the mouth. Okay, so it's going to be... so I get plus 2 agility, so my difficulty is going to be 16. All right, cool. My traits. Martial artist is the one that lets me reroll dice, right? Skull.
I believe so.
Yeah, you re-roll.
Dice up to how many feats I have.
How many traits
Yep.
you put into martial arts?
So I'm gonna re-roll that 20. So it's gonna be 2 successes.
I believe you still get the complication though.
No, you just the dice is considered to be the new result.
Oh. All right. Let's roll with that. So you do chop them. That's gonna be difficulty 2 exactly. So yeah. Roll your damage.
Okay, so I get +5 for my strength. And then the Tessium Chopper is obviously not in this book. Hey, Laddie, what was the stats on the Tessium Chopper again?
I was just looking for it.
Isn't it? If you got the character sheet generated, it should be in your weapons section.
I had too many
Yeah,
weapons.
it's not. I don't have that, and I don't know why, because I just downloaded the thing from the...
I had too many weapons.
That's your problem. I just have a sword of St. George.
I have a pistol, I have a shotgun, and I have the chopper.
I don't know why mine's not here. It only gave me 1 page.
Is the Tessian Chopper in the core rulebook, or is it on the Ariadna book?
It's in the Ariadna book.
No,
Okay.
I actually have the Ariadna book open. I did not have the core rule book open.
Getting it 1 second. Action.
The dice, the additional damage from strength is just damage, right? Not dice.
Yeah, just damage. Well, it's it's you get extra dice for your damage.
Okay.
Yeah, Tessium Chopper is 1 + 5 dice. On balance, non-hackable, piercing, 4 vicious.
So I'm gonna roll 9 dice.
Yeah, that's a lot of dice.
And it's vicious. So those 6s are all viciouses.
Can you paste into Good Boys, please?
So that's gonna get you
It's vicious what now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that is just enough to do a harm.
Remember, it's going to ignore part of their armor because it's piercing.
Yeah, it's piercing enough that it ignores all of it, actually.
Yeah.
So you chop right through.
Yeah.
So it's going to be... And how much vicious was it again?
If it's... You said vicious 1?
Vicious 2.
So
it inflicts 2 additional damage for each effect rolled.
So that's... God damn it.
Enough to do a harm, basically. Like, you don't even bother. Like, you went right through the armor, you did a harm.
Okay.
So what harm would you like to inflict?
So remember that if I also bring them down to 0 vigor, it's a second harm. Is why I ask. Essentially, a harm is anytime you do 5 damage, anytime you bring them down to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Are
you sure it's not 5 damage or bring them down to 0?
I mean, if it's the way that Star Trek Adventures works, it's both, and that's how like massive damage can essentially kill you in 1 round.
All right, yeah. Let's go with that.
All right,
so 2 harms. Don't even bother. That's 2 harms. He's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, the harm is I take him at right underneath the shoulder into his chest cavity and leave him draining out on the floor, and then look right at his friend.
Mm-hmm. Who's next?
All right.
His friend is next.
I've been giving a lot of orders, but I don't want to steal Laddie's thunder, so I'll let Laddie go first.
Yay. Okay. We're going to have to do this all over again, and my chestnut brain needs help. both IRL and as Laddie. He is only a dog.
So you're going to charge.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest you use super jump so that you jump over him and are behind him.
Yes! I forgot about super jump.
And then you just roll 2d20 to attack him.
I have martial arts.
So re-roll the 17.
How do I re-roll just one? Do I just click
Just
on the dice
roll a
in
die
here?
again.
Yeah,
There's no option to roll.
There we go. Much
Alright.
better.
Julio, that's going to be 2 successes for Laddie.
Yeah. So that is 1 momentum, and you hit him.
Laddie, what is your strength? So I can tell you what your extra damage is.
Laddie's strength is... Where'd it go?
I don't know. Yo no sé.
Is it brawn?
Yes.
Okay, 13.
Alright, so if I'm not wrong, 13 gets you still the 13 is going to be plus 3 melee. So you're going to roll 7 dice.
76, right?
76. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 5 damage.
All right. You hit him with your chopper. It is a little... you said 5 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does take a harm from 5 damage. But not 2 harms.
I just got a lot of 6s, man. Like those.
Yeah. So yeah, you hit him and you do nick him. What's the harm that you're going to inflict?
The meanest one.
The meanest one. Hold on.
Cinematically, describe your attack. It does not kill them. What does it do?
It's... It stabs him in... I can't kill him. Right in the back. Right beside his spine.
Wait a sec.
Poor guy.
Or in the side. He's going to get a mean-ass abdominal wound that's just going to bleed him out slowly.
Poor guy.
Wound effects.
Because Laddie's a straight-up savage.
All right, so you can give him bleeding, cripple, dazed, horrific wound, or knockout.
Ooh. Horrific wound sounds fun.
Yeah.
Actually, dazed sounds more effective, though. Does that actually mean that he is dazed and can't act for a certain amount of time?
So give someone the dazed condition. It just increase all difficulty, the difficulty of any check that they do by 1 step.
Oh, that's lame. Alright. How about horrific wound? Let's just do that.
So horrific one gives him resolve damage.
I would go either bleeding or knocked out.
Alright, I was making bleed a bunch.
Alright, so if he's bleeding, he gains the bleeding condition.
Oh, or knocked out means we don't have to deal with him again. Can I just stab him fatally if I knock him out? No. He can't defend himself, right?
He just he has bleeding, he just suffers extra damage at the beginning of their turn.
Every turn?
Every turn until he takes care of it.
All right.
We'll bleed out.
We'll try to knock someone out next. It'll be fun.
Bleeding. Okay. Next up, who goes?
It's Antonio's gonna go next. You know, like he's gonna like cross himself. He's gonna be like, you hear him whisper. It's like the blood of Saint George and the sword of Saint Michael. And he charges at the standing bastard, and he's gonna try to cleave him in twain.
Go for it.
I scooch over so you have space.
All right, that's 2 successes.
So polite.
Yeah, that's gonna be a success and momentum.
Oh, yeah.
That's good because I wasted all my momentum on that.
All right.
That
And
grenade.
brawn is 14.
So that's still going to be that +3 because it's every 2 points it goes up.
Yep. And then it's going to be a Sword of St. George for 1 CD plus 5. So it is 8d6s. Well, 1 plus 5, so 9d6, if that math is correct.
No, the first one is always for free.
Oh, it's just 1 free damage
And then
plus, okay, so.
Yeah.
8d6.
Oh, it doesn't let me do 8d6. I have to do 5 and then 3 more.
Actually, yeah, that's fine. You could also just type roll 8d6 in the chat box.
Yeah, but that's not what the quick box is for. Oh, I like that.
So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 effects.
It is Vicious 1, so the effects are also going to be damage. And it is Grievous, which I knew what it did last session, but not this one.
We have.
Well, that's
since
enough to
forgotten.
cost the second harm. So how do you harm him?
All right. Is that enough to
Horrifically.
kill him at this point?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to stab him. Like, it's going to go into the arm, into the torso, and sever the spine. And then just come out the other side. Like,
You know
Yeah.
that image of Nathan Explosion from Death Clock going brutal. That's
yeah.
that's my reaction. Brutal.
It's just like I had a cash Latin phrase for this. Someone may call me out for pig Latin, but it's supposed to be abrachium ad spina, which means through the arm to the spine.
It's very self-explanatory.
I like
Never
that it's very
miscommunication.
Yeah, I like that it's very specific.
Yeah. The second Yuching covered operative is neutralized. So only Z is left.
Well, does Z still even have the pistol that Johnny gave her?
Yes.
I mean, unless she dropped it somewhere.
No, I'm holding on to that. Is the room that we're going to like super far away, or is there some way that maybe I can like start getting Caddy and the other artichoke to start heading?
You can start looking for another room because you don't know.
No, I said that we were getting multiple rooms as decoys.
Yeah, but they were close.
What was closed or close?
Wait, you said that you were getting multiple rooms as decoys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's see.
Yeah, essentially, we were saying we were going to put ourselves as in multiple rooms, and we're just going to the next one of the rooms that we had reserved.
They are not close. They are about a quarter of the way around the round building.
Oh.
So then Z's gonna
the closest one, at least.
head out the window and see if there's anybody worth shooting.
Not right now. You do hear the tramping of footsteps on the stairs as the tankos are coming up.
Oh, there's more things. Should I hold up in here, you guys? Pull out my little gun.
Little baby gun.
Please, Kat, you drew Z once already. Now you need to draw Z holding her pistol.
Yeah, because there's not...
I know.
I'm not an offensive kind of individual, so I'm more waiting for instructions on heading out or staying put.
They're on the stairs already, right?
Yeah, and remember, you are in initiative. The only one that has not acted yet is Z.
There's still a EM grenade on the floor. If nobody picked it up, so Z could chuck it down the stairs.
Are the stairs an enclosed staircase, or is this like an open kind of thing, or is it like a,
So every floor has the circular balcony that looks into the plaza, and it breaks at the center the south part of it is where or rather, every spoke there is a break. There is open stairs going down.
Okay, so it's not anywhere that I can like close off doors or kind of
No.
corral. Okay.
It's open.
Okay, then I will. I mean, I'm not. I don't got a norm like Johnny, but I'll try. I will
All right.
try. I'm gonna go and grab the EMP that Johnny left and try to chuck it towards the stairs where you said these tank. What are the tankers?
Tankos.
Tanko. Yeah.
Last time Julio said tankos, it sounded like he said tacos.
Don't attack
I
the
probably
tacos.
thought he said tacos.
My English is number one.
And that's the same thing like the power armor thing that we were talking about, right? So
Yeah, they are the ones in
get him
power.
down. Okay.
Taco.
So
Japanese
you
word
try
for
to chuck the
octopus.
grenade. That's gonna be because of the distance, difficulty 2 athletics. Or athletics.
Take a momentum, Tiny.
Yeah. How do we gain infinity points again?
You have them at the beginning of each session. They're just like personal momentum you have.
Oh, well, I'm totally using one of those.
All right.
So what we get? How many do we get each session then?
It
You
depends
don't
on-
get them. You don't get them every session. You get them for doing something that is perhaps against the interest of your interest, but that fits with your character, like with your bonds or your flaws or whatever.
Okay.
And yeah,
But
Well,
that's how you
yeah,
recharge.
They're like inspiration points in the.
Exactly.
Kinda.
Okay. Well, I'm totally using one. I still got.
There's
one.
also a refresh number 2, which is at the end of every adventure that you get them back, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm definitely using one of those.
Okay. That means
I believe you already used one, so this would be.
Yeah, this will be my last one.
But that means she is hitting.
Yeah.
I'm making sure of it, obviously. So I would still roll my 2d20 and see if we gain any momentum, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or rather, do you have expertise in athletics?
No.
No. Then you have 1 success from the infinity point, but you need 2 to succeed. So.
Oh, okay. Please roll low. That's not low.
Well, the 6 is.
I have a 6. That's my second success.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Ah!
Hey, Kat,
So let's see.
Julio, can you use momentum in this to increase damage like you can in Star Trek?
I don't know.
I believe 1 momentum translates to 1 damage, because there's a feat that says that whenever you do, it translates it to 2 damage instead.
Give me a second. Because, again, we're at the end of the night, Kat. It's worth spending those last 2 momentum to get 2 extra damage here.
How does... I'm not familiar with how the damage works.
So...
A character can increase the damage inflicted by a successful attack regardless of the type of attack. Each momentum spent adds +1 damage. It's in page 106.
Yeah, the last hurrah. I'm using them, for sure.
Okay, so then you're also going to roll... So essentially, they're going to take 3 damage automatically. And then you're going to roll 4 dice to do additional damage.
And that's d6s, right?
Yep.
Wait, you said 4 additional dice? So how many dice am I rolling?
No, you roll 4 dice for additional damage.
Oh, okay, 4 dice.
So
Is
that
high
would be
or low
3.
good?
Both are good. So 1 and 2, 1 is 1 damage, a 2 is 2 damage, 3 is nothing, 4 is nothing, 5 is nothing, 6 is a special
Effect, yeah.
So you rolled a total of 4 damage.
Plus she added 2. Come on, Inky.
It's my
Picks
little
up
arm.
a little grenade and goes,
her little tentacles.
I use the full elasticity of my flesh and my arm.
I mean, like you're like 2.5 feet tall. I'm imagining like the grenades, like about
So
standard grenade
how much
size.
damage total did she do?
6 total.
6 total. Yep.
6. That's 3 plus. Yeah.
So it should be a harm because they broke 5 unless they have a soak. But I don't know how their armor works.
Yep. So she broke firewall. That's for sure. So
with any luck, it doesn't work at all now.
They get a breach.
Yeah.
Let's look at
Wait,
breach effects.
Is that something that I could have used a deployable repeater? I was kind of reading up on what those are for. It's supposed to like increase hack like that.
It lets you hack remotely, basically.
Other interesting note, Kat, you can hack power armor people.
She would, yeah, but she would need attack programs.
Yeah, she would need attack programs.
Yeah. Never
Well,
mind.
sword programs.
But I like that. If I could like take them over, like control them.
Yeah.
You can lock them in their armor, like paralyze them, basically.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
in
cool.
the tabletop game, one of the advantages of being Ariadna is that like 80% of our stuff is unhackable because it's low tech.
Yeah, you're made of meat.
We're basically space hillbillies.
See, electromagnetic assignment. All right. If the damage causes a breach, is system disruption. So let's look at system disruption. I love system, but it can be a little arcane.
Yeah. Another fun use of momentum. You can spend a momentum to reroll any number of dice in your damage pool.
Oh.
I like actually getting the damage unless you rolled like complete ass, but yes.
So now they have +1 difficulty to any actions requiring the use of equipment with the comms equipped or expert qualities.
All right.
So it's just gonna make it harder for them to use their shit.
Yeah.
Something.
Let's see what attacks. 4th or 5th breach. Okay, so the first breach is system disruption, and that's what they got.
Do breaches stack if we were to do another thing?
Yes.
So it would go straight to second breach,
No.
theoretically?
If they're at 0, every damage would then do 1 breach, but you have to do at 5 damage to do a breach unless they're at 0. If that makes sense.
So
Okay, yeah, but so we did 1 breach. I'm saying if we were to do another 6 damage, would it go straight to second breach? Okay. Cool.
all right, the first of the tankos runs up.
Oh, they're actually on our
And-
level already?
Yeah,
Damn, those guys
these
are
They're
guys are
dumb.
pretty fast because they were just 2 zones away. So
Okay.
he runs up to Johnny, who is big and furry and scary, and he's gonna use his yaijutsu.
I would need to spend momentum to turn into a face-to-face, right?
You need momentum to basically react to it.
Unless
Or you can pay me heat. You can do that too.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Actually, it's always heat, not momentum.
Okay, I'm gonna give you.
React.
I'm gonna give you 1 heat so that I can react to it.
All right. So you react with dodge, and he is going to. That's 2 successes.
It's not dodge. It's close combat versus close combat, right?
No, it would be dodge if you want to not take hit. If you can also.
I don't see a dodge.
Well,
I see acrobatics, close combat, stealth, ballistics, pilot, spacecraft.
Well, yeah, it will be acrobatics. Sorry.
Okay.
Where is that? There's a table that has all the different attacks and how you counter them. Oh, here it is.
Because I was going to try and parry.
Yeah, melee, close combat, damage type physical, defense reaction, close combat, or acrobatics. You can close combat back.
I will close combat back.
All right. Need to beat 2 successes.
Okay. That's 3 successes.
And you do.
He comes at me with all his, masterwork weapon folded 1,000 times, sharpest blade that has ever existed. And I stop him with a tomahawk.
Fantastic. Second one comes up. He does not have. He's very honorable, so he's not gonna step on his buddy's toes. He's going to charge at Laddie, who is the other one, and he's gonna get 2 successes.
No.
All right. I'm gonna pay you no heat because I have the deflection talent, which means I reduce the heat cost of defense and guard actions using this close combat skill by 1.
That's useful.
He is attacking Laddie at the moment. Not
Right, he's
Antonio.
going to use guard.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the guard skill
All right.
to block that.
Thanks.
So, second guy runs past me, tries to attack Laddie. Antonio just pulls the blade of St. George between them and goes, no.
And then that means Laddie, if Laddie wants to pay you heat, he could no, that would be a reaction. He doesn't get to attack you back with heat, sadly.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to... Alright, I'll just roll the 2 dice. And then I'm going to re-roll it using my talent.
Good call.
Bigo palapinga. And that's 2 successes as well.
All right. So you block it, and it doesn't hit Laddie. And now for the third one, up comes Sayuri. And she is actually going to charge at Antonio because, again, these are 3 duels, not 1 combat, as far as they're concerned. Oof.
Aha!
But we still have no momentum. But she also probably has martial arts.
And then I'm going to pay you no heat to block myself.
No, it's your second reaction, so it should still be 1 heat. Because the second reaction costs 2.
2, yeah. So I will pay you 1 heat to block for myself. I don't have riposte yet, but soon. That is 1 success, but no complications.
It's enough to block it.
Yep.
Since you rolled the complication, I'm just going to give you guys a momentum.
All right.
Her spaghetti spills from her pockets.
Yeah.
Her arms
She
Where did
kinda-
she get all that spaghetti?
It's her mom's spaghetti.
Yeah.
Let's just say that
her
the
palms
EM
are sweaty.
the EM is somewhat annoying to her.
All right. So whose turn is it now?
You guys.
Antonio.
Actually, I forgot. At this point, the companion, Kaari's companion, he brings out his little pistol, and he takes a shot at the Tanko that is closest to the door, which would be the one attacking Laddie at the moment. And he's gonna hit.
He helping. Oh
Shit.
man,
What a
Yeah.
Chad.
What an
he's
absolute
real
Chad.
mad that their buddy died.
Even though it wasn't the Tanko that did it, but don't worry about that.
I mean,
And
they're
he's gonna
attacking
do-
now.
He's gonna do 3 vigor damage.
You said vigor, and for some reason I heard firewall, and I was like, is he shooting one of those stupid fucking flash pulse dealies?
Oh my god,
hate
the
them.
ones that like the war cores get.
Yeah.
They're hiding in the
that's 3
back.
vigor damage.
I have a war core in my army for no damn reason.
Literally
Is
just to
there
fill up that point
to report on it?
space. Yeah.
To make sure that everybody knows of the heroics of the U.S. Ariadne Army.
Basically.
Antonio, I went first last time. I think you should go first this time.
All right. We're gonna teach Sayuri a lesson or two. Sorry, I'm just looking over all my combat talents. I am very talented.
I'm very humble. Too.
I am.
Very talented. You know, Antonio is many things, but humble is not necessarily one of them. That is whenever he goes to confession, he's like, forgive me, Father Knight, for I have sinned. He's like, oh, what have you done? It's like, pride, man. That's, it's what gets him.
He's like, I just got it, man.
Yeah,
I'm the best at pride.
Yeah. I'm at the best at what I do, and what I do isn't very nice. I'm gonna attack Sayuri.
All right. She does not pay heed to.
Oh, we have one momentum. Can I spend it, guys?
Where's your infinity points?
Yeah, there you go. No,
She's
it's
going
okay
to
because I
pull
have
combat
I have a skill that makes it so whenever I spend points, when I spend momentum, I get 2 dice instead of 1.
Okay, so you're spending our momentum.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your 4 dice.
All right. And then I'm gonna reroll the 2 17s.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So 3 successes instead of 2.
All right. That's 1 more than she got. So you do damage.
Have that be.
And it is 8 dice. Damn, that is a lot of nothing.
Damn.
You did 2 damage.
That is bullshit.
Give me 1 second. There's an extra talent that I have to take a look at.
This is
bullshit.
This is the moment in Robin Hood Men in Tights. He's like, I lose. Hold on a second. He pulls out the script.
Like, let me see the script. Sorry. Sorry. Apologies. I don't know what PC and G means on the sword, but
Piercing?
Yeah. Piercing. Ah, yes, piercing 2.
So ignores 2 armor.
Yeah. All right. Well, yep, that's it. So they would be just ignores 2 armor and just 1 damage.
1 damage?
Yeah, well, the one from with 2 from because I rolled a 2, so that does 2 damage, and then the 1 automatic, so 3 damage
Okay.
total.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So 3 damage is actually not enough to bypass her armor. So as she goes to block you, she misses your sword, and your sword connects right with her pauldron and does not penetrate. But with that same motion that she went to block you, she's actually going to use 7 breaths or less, her special ability, to seize the initiative and attack you.
All right. And I should have generated 1 momentum because I got 1 more momentum that she did.
No, you need to get 1 more just
Yeah.
to hit her.
Yeah.
So you need to get 2 more to generate a momentum.
Yeah.
But this is your
So
first
those
reaction,
things.
so this one's your free one if you want to go
Yeah.
ahead.
And I'm spending a heat to give her an extra die.
All right. So
That's going to be 2 successes.
It's getting
I'm
serious
sorry,
now.
2?
Yeah.
Well, she's a raging bitch.
I mean, both of those qualifiers apply. So, yeah.
and then I'm gonna re-roll the 19, and that's gonna be 2 successes.
All right.
That is
So
a
you do manage to stop her onslaught.
vicious exchange of blows. That's an anime fight going on there.
Yeah. Twing, twing, twing.
Who's going next?
Laddie, man, go for it.
Oh, Laddie's gonna go?
Yeah, Tession Chopper, the guy who tried to hit you.
So one of them's dead now, right?
No, they're all alive.
No.
No, I thought that Antonio killed somebody.
Oh,
I
no.
did, but not these people yet.
Yeah, we
Oh,
killed
okay.
the 2 regular
Oh, these
guys.
are the 2 new guys. Oh, we killed both of the old guys. Okay, whatever. So
These are not Sayuri's
let's
people.
chop this new guy. The one that tried to hit me.
Chop here.
The one that tried to kill me first.
Judo chop.
It's going to spend a heat to counter close combat back.
No.
That is one success.
Seriously?
I think Laddie's also only one success. Laddie,
Yeah,
do you have
that's-
martial artist?
I do, so I can reroll 1.
So reroll the 17.
I'm gonna do one of these. That's good.
So it's 2 successes.
got
Alright.
it.
Now I will roll, was it 7?
It is 76.
Oh, look at those! Oh, look at those 6s. Take a look at those 6s. She works out. So that's 1 from the 1, 2 from the 2, and then it's vicious 2, right?
Yep, so it's
Yes.
4 from the 6s.
Yeah. So that is 7 damage.
Yeah.
Yep, plus 1.
Get him,
Plus-
Daddy. Get him.
Plus the 1 natural, so it's a total of
Yeah.
8 damage, and it's
8 damage.
vicious 4. I mean, piercing 4.
So that would be a total of 8 damage, right? And piercing 4, so it bypasses the armor. So you do cause a harm.
He's not dead yet.
No.
Can he hurry up about it? Alright. I'll take what I can get.
What is the harm that you do?
Oh, I forgot. Let's knock him out. Laddie's just gonna...
Knock
I
him
can
down.
knock him out, right? Oh, I can knock him down. Alright, well, Laddie, jumps on him because he's a giant gorilla dog.
Yeah.
And, knocks him to the ground and is standing on him and, took his tessium chopper and went right into
Let's
his
see how-
chest piece.
Let's see how knockdown works real quick.
He gets knocked down, but he won't be getting back again.
Nope. Because I know that they are all honorable, and they are like, oh, this is one-on-one combat.
Are they?
Laddie and Johnny are a team.
Mm-hmm.
And so we focus fire. That one's on the floor. Johnny's turning around and going to thunder stomp him with my Tessium Chomper on the prone person.
All right.
Perfect.
Oh no, it is actually knockout. He must pass a resistance test to avoid being rendered unconscious. Difficulty of the test is equal to the number of wounds the character is currently suffering from. He doesn't have any yet until you inflict that harm, so it's gonna be a difficulty 0. And he passes. So it's gonna
Fuck that guy.
generate 2 heat.
Fuck that guy.
It generates
Yeah.
2 heat.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I know how to beat his ass.
I do, in fact, turn around and beat his ass.
The guy that
The
Laddie hit.
Yeah.
That Laddie just jumped on.
Oh, they're gonna be pissed.
These cheeks are a clapping.
So it's going to be 2 successes.
Nice.
Gonna spend the heat to close
See.
combat counter.
You're spending 2 heat then?
No,
Does he-
the
does
one
he not
face-
have
the
to
one
get up
fighting
first?
you is gonna use the guard reaction.
He's gonna use the guard skill to try to block it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Like how fucking dare? That's 2 successes. How fucking dare you?
He's got
Like
a
you
17.
do hear him. Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Like this guy is rapid fire Japanesing at you, and you don't understand what he's saying because
Nor
your
do
Comlog
we
doesn't have
care.
that- your Comlog doesn't have that automatic function, but both Antonio and Z do hear him going like, "What the fuck are you doing, you dishonorable dog?" You know, like
He called
your
me a
fighters
dog?
with me.
He called me a dog?
Yeah, straight up.
But it's true. but it's just stating facts.
Like, I wouldn't be upset.
It's
Hold on.
a very very Japanese insult to call you a dog.
So hold on a second. I'm double checking how dual wielding work because I do have a boarding shotgun in my other hand.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, that's exactly what it is. He's like, bam!
You shoot him at point blank with the boarding shotgun. Yes.
But I don't remember how dual wield works in this game. Does anybody?
I don't believe that there is such a thing as taking 2 actions when you dual wield.
I think I have to spend an extra point for it, but I don't remember.
You can spend momentum to get an extra action, but it
Well,
is
okay.
at 1 point of increased difficulty.
All right, that's fine. That's it. I'm done.
All right. So up next, that's 3 people that have gone. Z, it's your turn.
It's my turn. I'm just gonna stick my head out and shoot.
Who are you shooting at?
Who's closest? Because I know Laddie had a guy, but he was on the floor.
No, he didn't actually fall over.
I thought-
Laddie jumped at him, but he kind of like staggered back a little bit, but didn't quite fall. There's another one fighting Antonio, and there's another one fighting
The
Johnny.
closest one to me. I don't want to do any trick shots. It's not
Closest to you is the one fighting Laddie right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to help him take that one out. So that would be. I never put the pistol in my weapon thingy-majiggy, so I don't really have the stats for it.
Yeah, just roll ballistics.
The way we're situated makes it look like Rourke's literally leaning over to like look at her character sheet.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck
Do you
yeah.
have a?
That's it. I shoot him in the eyeball.
Yeah.
Do you have focus in?
No.
No. Okay.
Are you
So that's
sure?
2 successes.
2 successes. In ballistics?
Yeah, I thought you did get the focus in ballistics, but
No, I have pilot.
Yeah,
No,
you have to like it'd be
The
something
only
you have to.
focus I have is hacking.
Yeah, you have to opt for the focus and character creation. It's not automatic.
No, yeah, but I thought for some reason I thought she had gotten it.
So the 10 is also a success?
Yes.
Yes, I have a 10.
All right. So you do generate a momentum, and you do hit him.
For future reference, dual wielding makes it so that you only have to spend 1 momentum for an extra action,
As opposed to 2.
as opposed to 2.
So the damage would be what?
Oh, sorry. So you're at a 10, right? So you do. What's your agility? Is it right?
Agility?
No, your coordination. What is your coordination?
10.
So that's +2, and then the pistol. The basic pistol is 1 + 4. So you're gonna do 1 damage automatically, and you're gonna roll 6 dice.
Yeah.
And it's vicious 1.
So roll, it's just /roll, right?
Yep. So /roll 6d6.
6d6. Oh, I did 2 damage, and then what? The 6 was like a critical
It's an
damage,
extra.
or
It's 1 extra
It's
damage.
1. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you do 4
So you
damage.
do a total of 4 damage minus his armor of 3. That's gonna net you 1 damage.
Cool. So I hate to do this, but this is absolutely going to be a to be continued because we are now at 10:30. We are half hour over schedule. Julio, you want to leave?
Where's the battle?
Julio, we're going to leave heat and momentum the way it is and not restart it for next week.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
In fact, next week what we can do is that we're just gonna do a scene reset at the beginning, and then we'll get back.
Okay.
Or rather, we're gonna finish this combat, then we're gonna do a soft reset and carry on.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks so much, guys, for watching. This is actually the most we've had watching Good Boys. It was wonderful to see everybody, especially in the chat. I'd like to give a special thank you to all our subscribers. You guys are what let the channel happen. As we continue to grow, you're going to see more and more for us. Megan up here has already started some art for some possible enamel pins featuring the Good Boys characters. And be sure to follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitch if you're not already somehow. 3B Radio on all of those sources. Monday nights, Land of Ice and Snow at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see you next Thursday for the exciting conclusion of Good Boys whooping some Tanko ass.
On the next episode,
Bye,
of
everybody.
Good Boys Z.
Taco ass. Bye, guys.